Good morning, my beloved students. I hope you are all doing well. As I mentioned yesterday, we are going to continue with our review. Today, I'm going to speak about the volume. So let's do these activities about volume all together. Let's start from the first one. Find the volume of the rectangular prism. So remember the area of the rectangular prism. The volume. It is length times width times height. Or we can say the surface or the area of the base, that is 6 times 3, times height, that is 4. So simply the volume of the rectangular prism is 6 times 3 times 4, which is 72 centimeter cubed. I want you to try these problems and compare your answers with mine, okay? Let's go to this cube. I want to find the volume for this cube. Remember what we said about the cube last time? The cube has length and width and height are all equal. So whenever I am given a cube and just one length and I am asked to find the volume, very easy. You multiply this number by itself. Why again? Because the length and width and height, they are all equal in the cube. And what is the cube? It is a square prism. So the volume for this shape here, for this cube, is 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27 centimeter cubed. Now, what is the ice cube volume? I have this ice cube here. It has a side that is 0.9 inches, and I want to find its volume. That's what we said about the cube. Its dimensions are all equal, so the volume for the cube, it is 0.9 times 0.9 times 0.9, which is 0.729 inch cubed. Inch cubed, remember, the volume is always cubed. If this is inch cubed. Very good. Let's move to the other one. So here I have a complicated shape and I want to find its volume. So pause the video here. Remember we had some examples previously that is similar to this one. So try to solve it by yourself, okay? Then play the video to see my answer. So what we said about these complicated shapes, we said that we are going to divide them into simple shapes and solve each one together. So my way is to cut this shape here, okay? So I will have a rectangular prism that is here, this one, and another rectangular prism next to it that is here. So the total volume is simply the volume of one prism plus the volume of the second prism. So that's my way. I'm going to find the volume for this prism. What is the volume of this prism? It is length times width times height. Now, what is this length here from this point to this point? Okay, it is 20. Why it is 20? Because I have all of this 80 and this is 60. So from here to here is 80, from here is 60. So from this point to this point will be 80 minus 60, that is 20. So my length is 20. Very good. What is my width? The width here will be equal to this width, which is 10 millimeter. Very good. Now what is the height? So the height is 60 millimeter as is shown here. So my volume is 20 times 10 times 60, which is 12,000 millimeter cubed. Okay, this is the volume for the first one. Now I'm going to find the volume for the second one. What is the length? It is 60. So this length is equal to this length. This is 60, okay. This part 60, okay. Now the width is 10, okay. Now what is the height? Remember, this is my height only. So how can I find it? I know that this is 60 and this is 40. So this small one is 60 minus 40, which is 20. So my height is 20. My volume then is 60 times 10 times 20, which is 12,000. Okay. Now I found the volume for both shapes. I will add them together. 12,000 plus 12,000, which is 24,000 millimeter cubed. So the volume of this complicated shape is 24,000 millimeter cubed. Now, someone can also solve the same equation by dividing the shape here. You will cut it in this side. So you will have a rectangular prism on the top, this small one here, and one which is from the bottom, which is this big one. Okay, both ways can give you the same answer. Try it and compare it. All right, let's move to the second question. Order these prisms from the biggest to the smallest volume. Here I have different prisms. I want to order them from the largest volume or the biggest volume to the smallest volume. Pause the video, try this question, then play the video and compare your answers. Okay, so what is the first step? Of course, I'm going to find the volume for each rectangular prism. I'll start by this one. It is length times width times height, so it is 5 times 2 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20 centimeter cubed. Very good. We go to the second one. Length times width times height, that is 10 times 2, which is 20 times 1, that is 20 centimeter cubed. We do the same thing here. 5 times 4, 20 times 1, that is 20 centimeter cubed. Finally, the volume of this long shape here, or this rectangular prism, is 20 times 1 times 1, which is 20 centimeter cubed. Now, the question asked us to order them from the biggest to the smallest. But since their volumes are all equal, they are all equal to 20 centimeters, so their volumes are all equal. There is no one big, there is no one small. Okay? Now let's solve this question together. I have my track and I need to load it or fill it with these small boxes. I want to know how many small boxes can fit into my track. Okay, you have here the dimensions for the track and here you have the dimension for the box. Answer this question, pause the video. Okay, after you finish, play the video to see my answer. So what I'm going to do first, of course, I'm going to find the volume for my track. What is it? It is length 15 times width 7.5 times height, that is 7.5. The volume of my track is 843.75 feet cubed. My unit here is feet, so the volume is feet cubed. Very good. Second step, I'm going to find what? The volume for my small box here. What is it? It is a cube actually. So it is 2.5 times 2.5 times 2.5, which is 15.625 feet cubed. Now, how can I know how many small boxes fit here? I will take the big volume, I will divide it by the small volume. So the volume of the track divided by the volume of the box, that is 843.75 divided by 15.625 gives me 54. So 54 small boxes can fit into my track. Alright guys, let's finish up with this homework. You have a homework to solve. So Ahmed wants to buy a fish tank. Okay. His mother told him that in order to have a good fish tank for his room, it should be less than 28 feet cubed. Means if it's bigger than this volume, it's not gonna fit in his room. So Ahmed went to the shop and he found these two fish tanks. Now the question, which one can Ahmed buy to fit in his room? So answer this homework and upload your answers in my Google Classroom. Alright guys, take care of yourselves and have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye.